this fucking mower is gonna cost me $19,800 and change. $10,000 more than the base model mower that is no fucking different. And one thing that I noticed as soon as I got home with it, I went to raise the seat up. I did get a suspension seat. It's got the comfort glide and everything in it, so it's nice. The way the seats are on these mowers, they can scoot back and forth. On the 915E, I don't think that it would go back and forth. I think it would just stay in one place, I think. And you had the comfort glide, which would let the seat rock back and forth. I mean, adjust back and forth is what I'm talking about. It wouldn't do that. The 950, it will adjust back and forth, and the comfort glide lets it, once you lock it in place, the seat will rock back and forth with it. So it'll give back and forth and up and down with the suspension. But if you don't have that seat sit just perfectly, if you have it too far back, it gets back heavy and it'll rear up on you on heels. I found that out the hard way. But other than that, it's the same mower. It controls the same. It skids around, and I've complained about that. It skids and spins around, but just like the other one. I don't know why John Deere's do that, if it's the transaxles or exactly what. I'll get that thing stuck on flat ground. I'll go to turn, do my 3-point turn, and you come in, you pull back on this one to turn, and it'll sit there and spin for no reason. And it will go just slightly better on heels, across heels and stuff, but I think because it's heavier, but not by much. That's one thing I did like about the Skag. The Skag would crawl all over a hill like it was nothing. But going up and down hill, forget about it. Or going uphill, I mean, forget about it. It would rear up on you. That's one of the leading factors, the reason I got rid of the sumbitch, because it reared up on me in 2 different places. But so I called the dealer, and oh yeah, the seat, that's what I was getting at. The seat, the kickstand, you unlash the seat, lift it up, and there's a lever that slides in a slot, and when it gets all the way up, it falls down in place and holds the seat up. It was on backwards, so the end of it is crooked, and they had it crooked turned the other way, and it was rubbing on the frame rail of the mower and wouldn't let you pull the seat up, and it scratched the absolute hell out of the damn frame because of that rod rubbing on there. But anyway, I called my salesman and was like, well, what the hell is this? I was under the impression this thing was only going to cost was $17,200. He's like, well, that's what it's going to be. And I'm like, that's not what you said. And he's like, well, I may have miscommunicated, but that's what it's going to be. And I made absolutely sure to tell him about that seat. So, as of right now, the way I feel about Deere is fuck Deere, fuck AgPro, and I can't be mad just yet with this other place. But if they won't cover this under warranty or whatever, I ain't going back to them. I'll go to a different Mead tractor, because my branch that I mainly deal with is Mead tractor. They're more up in this area than AgPro. AgPro, the nearest one, is Knoxville. But anyway, AgPro's all over the place. Mead has like 17 locations, but they're more concentrated, if that makes any sense. But I'm probably never going to go over here again. That local guy I talked about, he said not to go over here because they can't get nothing or whatever most of the time. But anyway, like I say, right now I'm at fuck Deere, fuck AgPro, and most likely fuck this particular dealer. But I ain't gonna say too much because they are my closest one. But I'll never come back. I'm never coming back over here. I'll take my mowers to Kingsport, Mead, over in Tri-Cities, Tennessee, before I'll come back over here. But the way I'm feeling now, I'm been thinking a lot about as soon as either the new mower either pays for itself or I pay it off, whichever comes first, depending on how I feel or whatever. One of them two. As soon as that happens, it's gone. I'm gonna get rid of it. this whole situation between these two mowers, the dealers and everything, has left a bad taste in my mouth. I will never buy another John Deere mower. I'll never buy a walk behind. I'll never buy a zero turn. I'll never buy nothing from them. The only thing that I would buy would be a tractor. The only reason being is the 2038R, as far as I know, I ain't looked in a while, for that size of tractor is the most horsepower you can get. It's a 38 horsepower tractor that's just a hair bigger than a subcompact, like a 1025R or a Kubota BX and etc. small tractor. 38 horsepower in that size of tractor. That's pretty dang nice. But I don't know if I'll ever buy a tractor anyway. I may just go straight to a skid steer. But I don't know. I know it's raining and wet and everything. We're on mountain road and shit. I wish I wasn't behind this semi. We're in a hairpin turn too. But like I say, that's where I'm at right now on my feelings of deer and everything. I'm not happy. So what they finally determined, and I thought this all along, but the way the mower acted, I didn't know. I wasn't sure. I ain't no mechanic. But I thought it would be the fuel pump all along. And that's what they claim as fixed it. I've got like 1 or 2 brand new fuel pumps sitting at home I could have put on it. And I should have. I really didn't think that was the case. And I just don't see how an engine, or a mower, when sitting still, I know running the blades is going to use more fuel, you know, whether you're moving or not. I just don't see how, when sitting still with the blades running, that pulls enough gas to make the mower surge. But as soon as you turn the blades off, you could ride a wheelie all the way across the yard. I seriously did that. I'm fooling around with it. I cut the blades off, run fine. I popped the goddamn wheelie. I took off running as fast as that thing would go and didn't stutter a bit. Had all the power in the world. Cut the blades on, boom, boom, boom. Stupid shit. I don't know. So they claim it's a fuel pump. I'm gonna get it, run the hell out of it as soon as I can, find out, see what's going on. And if it's still fucked up, I'm going to call them up and be like, are y'all going to refund me or are y'all going to fix it? I shouldn't even take it back to them. I would just take it somewhere else. I would tell them to give them my money back. But anyway, that's the whole situation with the mowers and shit. But in given all these circumstances, this year has absolutely fucking sucked. I know a few of you watching this hear me say that here and there, and I cry about it a lot and whatnot, blah blah blah, but it really has. This year has fucking sucked. Last year, I had a great year in lawn care. This year, not good at all. I counted up what I've spent in gas for the entire year. I've already spent for the entire year, for just every ounce of gas I bought, $2,800. I know some of y'all will be like, well, that ain't nothing. Well, you gotta think about it from my standpoint. I'm not mowing as much as I did last year and other things. $2,800 for the entire year so far. I spent $2,800 for the whole year last year. We're only 7 months in. We're only, well, technically 6 months in, because this month just started more or less. So in 6 months, I've spent as much as I did in 12 last year in gas. And like I say, I'm not mowing as much. The reason being is it took so long for my back to get lined up that I just didn't really take on hardly any new yards. I'm not mowing as many as I did last year. So the income's not there as well as it was last year. I've had to pay out a decent bit in labor, and I went up on my labor price. I'm paying, I I ain't gonna say, because people are gonna be like, hey, it ain't worth that. Location and area. Okay? I pay, according to my helper, I pay him better than the other guy he works with. The only thing is, he only works with me 1 day a week, if I even need him. Because I just don't have the yards to go to work 5 days a week like the other guy does. The other guy does it full time. I work a full-time job. But anyway, I'm paying out more by the hour in labor, which I'm fine with, because that was my decision. It's only fair given everything else has gone up, so that's on me. I ain't complaining about that, but I'm just saying I am paying more this year in labor than I did last year. It may not end up being total more, but it probably will be. But my back, it's took me so long, my back still has issues, and just overall, it's just been a depressing year. Some people may, I don't know, mental health is a serious issue. I have depression and anxiety and stuff. So, it's taking its toll on me this year. A lot of people are going to be all like, well, suck it up. Well, yeah, that's easier said than done. Semi. If we was in that Hemi, it wouldn't have been that hard. I'm just taking the Chevy because it's a long drive over here and save a little gas. Oh, but I just, last year I feel like I chased work enough. I chased work like I ought to chase work. This year, not much work has come toward me. A lot of it, I didn't even, what work did come to, like yards. I turned down a lot of stuff this year. Because of my back, and because I just ain't felt up to it. It's just weighing on me and just makes me feel bad. I feel like I don't even want to do lawn care. But the thing is, when I do go out and mow, especially if I'm by myself, I feel a lot better. Right before I go out, I'll be dreading it, but once I get out and do it, I feel a lot better. So, if I could shake this mood, this feeling, just get my head in the right space, I would feel just so much better. Everything's just dragged on me this year. But I have been going to the gym here lately, here and there, where I can. I'm actually going to go once I get back to town. Since it's raining anyway, I'll just park out there and go in and work out a little bit. But my diet, I'm still not really eating all that well. I don't think that I'm gaining weight, but I don't know if I'm losing or not. But anyway, it's just been a shitty year. It really has. But like I say, I'm gonna get this mower, I'm gonna sell it as soon as possible. And knock on wood, the new one don't have any issues. But the walk behind, I've got it listed for sale. I'm gonna get rid of it too, because I've just lost interest in fooling with it. And we'll just see how things go next year. I've thought about taking this zero turn and trading it, like trade it toward a used standard of similar value, or sell it and put that money toward a new dump trailer, or trade it to a truck, like maybe get another 3/4 ton Hemi Ram, or even a 2nd gen Cummins or something, trade it toward a truck. I don't really need a truck, but I've thought about doing a lot of different things with this mower. But the smartest thing is going to be sell it and just pay all that money toward the new one. And right now, what I've been doing, the first payment and this payment's going to be, I'm just going to pay like $500 on the new one. Through the season, I'm going to pay more. Through the off season, I'll probably just pay the regular payment. But either way, I'm going to pay this mower off early so I can save that $1,200 interest. It's going to be like $18,600 something after I save what interest I can save. But anyway, that's what I've got planned. I'm just going to try to not spend money on anything else this year. The enclosed trailer, I'm looking at it as like an investment long term. I'm paying with it with a bank loan. And that's the thing, with the debt that I have right now, I can pay off every bit of debt that I have out right now in full. I can pay it off if I wanted to. I'm not going to. The only thing I'm going to pay off early is going to be the new mower. And it'll be probably 2024 when I pay it off. Well, I know it will be. It'll be the end of 2024, I'd say, when I pay it off. But the enclosed trailer, it's going to be financed. Well, I'm going to pay on that loan. I'm not going to lose that trailer. I'll pay it off. Unless something catastrophic happens, I'll pay it off and keep it. I'm not going to get rid of that enclosed either, because they are too valuable. They are too handy for a lot of things. Storage, hell, if I wanted to, I could convert it into some sort of a damn camper. Cut a hole out, put an air conditioner in it, live in it if I wanted to. But I'm not getting rid of the enclosed, that's for sure. I'm not getting rid of my little red trailer either. But yeah, I know I'm all over the place. I've got fucking ADHD or something there. I cannot keep a one-track mind, and I swear I get worse and worse. You notice how it's been a little bit stuttering shit all the time. I think faster than I can talk. I used to not be like this when I was in high school. I used to be able to sit down, study stuff, work, do math problems in my head. I can't do none of that shit no more. But anyway, hopefully this video recorded properly. Usually it's only the last so many seconds when it messes up. And two, my laptop